hey guys, we just got a bottle from a Deku scrub, and then like 20 rupees that I got from like.
I told him not to, do so much stuff off camera, but he just he kept going.
I did one thing, okay?
One thing? I feel like you said two things that you just did.
I apologize. That's one thing too many.
That's one thing too many.
All right, so now we're on Mount Krenel.
Indeed.
Just got here, just from going west from the field. That water is green. Fucking.
Maybe it's filled with nutrients.
Or maybe it's radioactive.
One of the two.
There's no in between. Okay.
It could possibly just be like food coloring.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
Nature doesn't have food. What the fuck just touched me?
I think, are those things spiky? Yeah.
There's something, alright.
They are. You gotta blow them away with your gust bellows.
Sister.
I
do not have
jar.
enough buttons in this game.
I believe you.
Honestly? That upsets me a little bit.
You just gotta rough it, roughing it.
We're roughing.
Yeah.
We're rough and tumble. No. This button configuration simply won't do. My sword needs to be on the B button.
I don't know what to tell you, bro. This is how the good people had to do it back in the days of old where there were only so many buttons.
Now I need bombs again?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Just get used to... You gotta get used to, switching it up. I don't think there's a quick button way to do any of this.
As far as I'm aware now. Oh man, look at that. I gotta switch to my other item again that I just had out.
No, bro, you can just grab those. You don't need the gust bellows for that.
No, I need it.
You absolutely don't.
Well, that's what you think.
I feel like we have...
This bat is up in my grill. I need it to stop. I'm throwing up. Look at this. Eslo, get the fuck up. Oh, yeah, look at that. I need my goose bellow.
Alright.
They look like little chickens.
They are little chickens.
Too bad I gotta kill them.
I will say this game might not be nearly as... I think a lot of the time in dungeons, what I end up doing is just not having the sword on, and I just, avoid everything.
But I got my sword.
Because it's too annoying to, have to switch back every single time you need, an item.
Yeah,
It is quite unfortunate.
Pretty teed.
It is pretty teed. But, what were they supposed to do? They only got 3 buttons.
Wasn't
there an L button?
Yeah, there was.
What does the L button do?
The L button doesn't do anything.
Huh.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Nope. Oh my god, Eslo. Jump. Brilliant. I wonder, is this a great idea or a terrible one? Eslo? Oh my god, I'm flying. Can't go over there. Oh my god.
You did it.
Yay!
You did it.
Yay! Where am I going?
You're trying to find the places. Oh, that looks promising. That looks like it needs water. Oh, but you know what? You gotta be tiny. Because those mountains.
Yep. How do I get tiny?
There's gotta be a place. Oh, looks like more tiny.
That is a tiny place right there.
Indeed.
If I ever
did see one.
If I ever did see one.
I agree.
That is a tiny place.
That is a tiny place.
Mm-hmm.
Not a quiet place. A tiny place.
I have not seen that movie.
I haven't either.
I want to though.
I feel like there's so many movies.
Right? There's a lot of. I
feel like most of them you don't need to see.
There are more movies that exist.
Mm-hmm. That is
than I have seen.
Statement.
Yep. All right. So I'm lost. Cool. I don't know how to get little. I don't see a place to go. Ow, fucking.
Let's see.
Maybe I gotta use the item.
It looks like there's a bombable wall somewhere.
Man, if only I had bombs.
Do you not have bombs?
No, I ran out.
Oh my god.
I know, I'm a scene.
That could be unfortunate. Could be an unfortunate scenario.
So fine, how do you do?
Well, you don't say.
Yeah, wait, maybe if I just... Come on,
I don't think so.
funny.
I don't think so. Wait, can you go into those little holes? Or do you just, like, pop out? Boop.
Boop.
I'm pretty sure there's an item for that later on.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, look at that.
I found...
You found the da-na-na-na-na-na-na?
I did, in fact, find the da-na-na-na.
I don't know what the da-na-na-na-na-na does. I think you still have to be... like, you still have to find where Tiny happens.
Well, there's a whole lot of nothing going on over here.
It looks like that's a thing.
Oh my god.
It looks like that might be, a thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, while we discussed things, what has the sister poo been up to?
I haven't been up to much, I'll tell you that much.
I
will tell you, though, it is very hard to try and follow a walkthrough and make conversation at the same time. Like, is it even possible to, like, read and talk something else at the same time?
I don't know. I don't read, so.
You don't read.
I do not read.
But I can't, like, be saying something or holding a conversation while reading words.
Multitasking is not a thing that humans were meant to do.
Well, it's not even multitasking. It's like using it's like using two forms of language at the same time. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Like, I don't know if that's...
I get what you're saying. Water is life. Cool.
Yeah. I mean, he's basically telling you something.
But the green beans like mineral water. Mineral water
is the green shizay.
Yep. It is green, obviously.
Yeah, mineral water.
Yeah.
Green.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Shaw.
Duh.
Everybody knows that. No.
You fell back down.
I don't know why.
Go through the vine.
Maybe I don't wanna.
Well, maybe you should.
Okay.
Boop.
I have been doing the school.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How has that been going?
It's been going good. I'm taking Spanish and child development.
Ah.
I've learned much.
Is that so?
Yes.
Well, I'm glad we had this conversation.
I'm glad that we're on the same page.
Oh, brother, you have to tell people the one sentence that you know in Spanish.
So, the one sentence I can say in Spanish, relatively well, decently, I've been practicing, is the phrase, "My older brother works in that large modern office." A sentence I would never need to use in my actual life.
Nope, because we've already discussed this. All of those parts, all those things mean nothing for you. Like,
yeah.
You would never use any part of that sentence.
Yeah, no. I don't have an older brother. Even if I did. Working? Come on now. Let's be honest.
In a modern office? No.
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 Let me see. Mi hermano trabaja en esa oficina grande y moderna. Kind of stumbled there for a second.
I mean, that's okay.
That's alright.
You know, it's good that you naturally have, like, kind of a Spanish-sounding voice. You can roll your R's, too. Like, I can't really roll my R's. Okay, yes, we understand.
Makes my nose itch.
I mean, it is kind of a nasally sound. Ugh. You need the mineral water.
I need it, but I don't have it. But where is it?
You have to jump off a ledge, I think, in order to get it.
Oh, well.
Defeat the milldozers found here to reach the green liquid. Use a bomb on the right side to blow up the boulder that is in your way. Does that sound familiar?
Nope. Man, gotta be big again, and then I gotta be small again, and then it's like, why do I even bother? It's like, what's it for, man?
What does it mean?
Are we just here to suffer?
Wait, what's to the right?
Again, I don't have bombs, so...
Yeah, that could, might be a problem. I'm not really sure if the thing that you're supposed to bomb you've already bombed or not. Apparently there's a thing that you're supposed to bomb.
I haven't seen anything that needs bombing.
Was that not a bombable wall?
Well, it was, then I bombed it.
Yeah, no kidding. You've already been here.
Yeah, I don't remember any green water in here. Ha, my butt.
My goodness.
I have not been through this door, though.
Well, maybe do that. Maybe do the things that... Oh, he'll sell you bombs, by the way.
Oh.
So maybe do that thing, because that seems good.
I do need bombs.
That is a thing you need.
I need to get out my shield.
That you do.
I keep wanting to press B to get out.
Don't do it.
That's not.
That's not how.
That's
it
not
works.
how it works.
Nope. Stop it.
Ah, you got me. I'll make it up to you by selling you bombs for 30 rupees.
Wow.
I just pull out my knife, give them to me.
Yay!
I did it.
You did. You did.
I did the thing.
The thing. I'm so proud of you.
Can I beat the game now?
Not sure about that one, but
Man, Minish cap, am I right?
okay. Just go back up.
I'm.
Look at the things.
I don't
Come
understand.
on. Oh, blow that up.
This rock?
No, in the middle of the two fences, right there. The sign tells you to do this, but I'm just gonna tell you to do it.
Please. I wouldn't have read the sign.
I mean, I'm sure you probably would have slashed it in half. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
So yeah, this you're in the right spot now.
Okay.
Thank God. Whee!
Nice.
Yeah. So the last Legend of Zelda game we played was Breath of the Wild, which is why this one, it's gonna probably feel a little underwhelming.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild was like, one of my favorite games ever of all time.
Tiny.
And
why aren't you tiny?
Maybe I don't want it.
Tiny.
Tiny.
Even though this is a cool mechanic, I think this whole transformation thing is a little bit like hurried up now. But
Yeah.
I think you can skip it though. Like you can press a button, I believe. Yeah.
You're right.
Yes.
I'm glad that I know that now.
Indeed.
Waiting is the bane of exploration.
It is. That is the one thing I will say is that Breath of the Wild has very long loading times for a modern game.
Yeah, I've noticed that with a lot of
more modern games have loading times.
Yeah, maybe we just don't care as much as we used to. It used to be like this thing, like no loading instances, but now it's like
they came back. Like I distinctly remember a time where there weren't really any loading screens, and loading screens they just seemed like a thing of the past.
Right.
And now they've come back.
Right. It's like, well, if you want better graphics,
right,
and better mechanics, you're gonna have to have loading screens.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with.
I'm
at least glad that the loading doesn't take place while I'm playing the fucking game.
What game does that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Glad that we're on the same page.
I didn't realize that was the thing. I don't think it is.
Yeah. Cool.
I mean, I guess it can be, but no.
So the game only loads when you're teleporting, or.
Well, it's basically when you're going from one area to another.
Yeah.
In whatever instance that means. Whether it means, from inside a shrine to outside the shrine, or vice versa.
Yeah. Geography has to change.
Yes.
Which, I'm glad it's not like, I open a door to a house and I gotta wait for a minute.
Why did you go back to the beginning?
I don't fucking know.
I mean, that's...
Was I not supposed to do that?
That doesn't seem like a good plan.
What did I just do to where,
You remember that other bean that was in that other area where you needed to be spawning? Oh no, you need the green stuff. You need to go back there. Brother.
I'm just giving my sister the blankest look.
Your spatial awareness clearly is needing some work.
My recall memory.
Indeed. We're gonna need to work on that, apparently.
That was one thing I learned about babies.
What?
To bomb mushrooms.
Brother, you don't need to bomb it. You also don't need to Gus Bellows. Just grab it and pull.
Mm-hmm. So... While I'm taking child development, I'm also watching documentaries on babies just because I like to do that.
Yeah, they're interesting.
Mm-hmm. They teach you some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing they were talking about is babies' different kinds of memes.
Indeed.
And how there's two kinds, recognition memory and recall memory. And to where babies do remember shit, but only via recognition, not through recall. They can't be like, I'm imagining this in my brain. I remember this thing.
That makes sense.
But they have, recognition memory.
I mean, they know who people are.
Yeah, and that's the recognition part.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a face. I know who this person is. I don't have to think about it. Mm-hmm. I press the B button and it happens.
Good stuff.
And, babies do remember shit. It's just not the recall kind of shit. Not the shit that you have to cognitively stop and think about. A lot of their memory is just subconscious, and we just remember a lot of shit from when we were wee babes. Almost too many things.
If you say so.
I do. I did it.
You did it! It seems to do nothing, brother. What have you... I'm sure you just have to go back out and then go back in. Or, like, go out as a big person and then it'll do something.
I hope I didn't, like, fuck up.
Hopefully not.
That would suck. I would have to go quite a bit of ways.
Yeah, you're right. It appears to have done nothing. Did you have to pick it up? It said lift at some point. I don't know if that means anything.
I'm gonna go back in and see if I can lift it.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, you do lift it. Okay. And then you're gonna put it in the hole. And the one thing I'm afraid of is that maybe after you put it in the hole, that's when you have to water it.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's exactly what has to happen.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Alright, cool. Well, maybe just, like, cut to that happening. Am I right? Cool. You don't have to go down there. What are you doing, bro?
I don't know. I need to learn how to do it again.
What are you doing with your life? Figure it out. You're going the wrong way, as always. You cannot remember where you've been and where you haven't been, and you're the one playing in the game.
Today I learned that you should never tell a child to share.
Huh. I mean, from what I understand, they don't even understand what that is, right?
So, they do. They do it naturally is the thing.
Oh.
You don't want to impose on them, hey, you need to give this person this thing, even though you're not done with it.
Gotcha.
They need to have a sense of ownership of things. Like, they need to be like, able to say,
I'm going to tell you this again.
Yes, please.
You need to go get the green liquid
Where is
that you have already got before.
Where is that?
And you just have to remember
where
you got it.
Please help. Is it down here? It's down here, right?
Oh my god.
So it's not in
here.
You're
in the wrong spot.
If you want to, like, just tell me where it is, like, just go way faster.
I mean, I kind of wish that I just had, like, a full map of the region, but it's just giving me screenshots, because it assumes that you're not gonna, like, forget where everything is after 2 seconds of just being there. And this is the right area.
Hey, I found it.
You sure did. You gotta be tiny again.
Great. You know you're gonna have to direct me on how to get back, right? I'm gonna die before I even get there. Better save.
Oh my god. Yeah, probably. You very well could die before you get there. Woo! It's gonna be a long playthrough of the Minish cap.
But yeah, you should not tell infants to share because it diminishes their sense of ownership over the things that they have. If they want to share, they will. Humans are just genetically built to do that. We are born with empathy.
Well. Apparently, get knocked out of you.
It can. Fucked up people are not born; they are made.
True statements. True statements.
This one woman in class was talking about how she was watching this documentary about this doctor who was like studying this killer guy.
Yeah.
And he was like doing a brain study on this killer, and he found out that they had like the exact same type of brain. So, like, you know how, like, you can, like, scan somebody's brain?
Yeah.
It shows, like, those rainbow colors.
Yeah.
And, like, I think they show him, like, Dexter, like, once or twice or something.
Sure.
And, like, he did, like, an overlay of it, and their brains were similar.
So,
like, they had to the killer's. The doctor's brain was like the killer's brain.
Okay.
But the doctor doesn't kill people, is the point.
I mean, I feel like with something like that, you would have to know exactly what you're looking for in order to just be like, oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, he did.
It's the same.
He was a neurosurgeon. Because those colors show like what activity is going on in the brain.
Right, which I feel like should be relatively the same for most people.
They are not.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what he was saying is that, like, why is it that our brains are so similar, but we're two completely different people? Like, you know, this guy's a killer, I'm a successful physician. And what he had determined is that he had a very nurturing upbringing, while this person had a very abusive and destructive upbringing. And what he had concluded was that, like,
You're going the wrong way.
I believe you, very early on, like, these kind of tendencies can occur based on how you are brought up.
Again, I don't feel like that, like, changes my point before, is that people's brains are relatively the same.
I don't know how to tell you this, sister. It's like, even though you and I are brother and sister, we have very completely different brains.
Sure.
Because we think differently.
Again, I don't know what the whole scan thing really has anything to do with the conversation.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
So, you know that scene in Dexter where Dexter's having a flashback and he's looking at this psychopath's brain, and then his father's like, look, it's the same as yours.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
The point is that they were both, like, psycho. They both had problems.
Yeah.
So they were similar.
Yeah.
Whereas in the scenario that you're proposing, we have two people that are not similar that have the same brain.
Yeah. You're looking at me like, what?
So the fact of the matter is that people's brains can sometimes just be the same, regardless of being similar people or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like the context of, oh, their brains were the same, kind of doesn't mean anything.
It totally does, though, because anybody can be a fucked up killer is the point.
Yeah, I got that.
And it's about, like how we are brought up can affect, even very early on, who we are in the future. Dexter would have probably been a chill dude if, his mother wasn't chainsawed in front of him and he was left in the back of a truck for 3 days.
Right.
In a pool of blood.
Sorry, I felt like that point was just so obvious that the fact that you kept on saying it, I didn't quite understand.
No, sorry.
Like, yeah, obviously people can have similar brains and be different people. We're all people.
You're talking crazy.
I
So, you remember how great I was at explaining that boss keys thing, right?
Okay. Okay.
You know how wonderful I am at explaining shit.
You know what? You have a hard time with the English language. I don't know if Spanish is really...
Yeah, no, and, like, the little book that I have that has Spanish, like, in order to understand these languages, you gotta understand, like, how English works. I'm like,
well, we're already fucked.
I'm like, I already don't know how English works.
Yeah.
So, like, the idea is, like, if the doctor had been treated poorly as a child, he
Okay.
could have been a serial murderer.
Yeah, that's kind of how brains work.
Yeah, and, like, the question that makes me think...
So, go that bridge that was there, to the right, you're gonna go across the bridge, and then you're gonna lay down a bomb.
Ah.
Right there.
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
And...
I think a theme that this game is sort of trying to instill in you is that even if there's not an obvious bombable wall, if there's just, like, a dead end and a wall, maybe just bomb it.
I'm not okay with that.
That is kind of weird.
I need visual cues. It's inconsistent is my issue.
I don't know if it's... That's the second time that's happened, though.
Yeah, no, I mean, I want either they're obvious or I want them to just be fucking blank walls. Like in the original Zelda, there was not two, there was one.
I gotcha.
Chuck feelsies?
Mm-hmm.
And the question that came up in my mind is, like, if a person didn't have a brain like the doctors or the serial murderer guy, and still was, shittily, like, would they have become a serial killer, or would they still come out of shit?
I'm sure there's certain kinds of genes and things like that that have to do with empathy. Yeah. Because I know that there's some things that certain people can be, whereas other people can't.
Yeah.
And that has to be with genes being turned on or off.
Mm-hmm. Nature and nurture.
Yeah. But if you don't have those genes to begin with, then you actually physically can't. This was like a puzzle, and you fucked it up.
Well, yeah, because I'm bad at puzzles.
Okay, cool.
Sister, if you want to, like, take the controller away from me, you are free to do so.
But that means you would have to man the walkthrough.
Would you need the walkthrough?
I mean, I might. I would want to know that there was someone who had my back who was there.
Hey.
And I feel like you are not this person.
I'm here for emotional support, okay?
Well, I feel like we need directional support, which is clearly not gonna happen.
Okay, so how do I puzzle?
Alright, so bomb the things to
I'm
start
bombing.
off with.
Yeah, I did it. Just now. Okay, puzzle's over now, right?
No. Alright, so don't push all 3 of those blocks up. One of them has to go... There you go.
I'm
so
did it!
Proud of you!
Don't belittle me.
You did it.
What one thing?
It was a puzzle. You just had to not remove all of the bricks.
One key component that we're learning in our child development is like building trust with infants.
Yes, that's very important.
Mm-hmm. And like just touching them and hugging them and loving their face like builds trust because it shows like I am here to support you.
Yes, I've actually seen like they've done like just like little experiments on babies and what effect like them crying and nobody coming has.
Yeah, that'll fuck a kid up.
Yeah, and it turns out like the effects of like even like time based is the thing is that they'll become distressed within like minutes of someone not coming.
Yeah, because if you don't come, then it shows the baby that there's no caregiver who's going to respond to their needs.
Yeah,
and that'll like make it so that they cannot form meaningful relationships as adults.
Right.
That they are not capable of building that.
I mean, I was surprised at how quickly that happened. Like it wasn't like, oh, like someone hasn't been here for like an hour. It was like
down to the minute.
It was down to the minute. I was like, and how often are like the parents like in the middle of doing something and the baby just has to wait for one goddamn second? But apparently sometimes that second is like a little bit too long.
Every fucking day. Yeah, I guess I'll buy this grip ring. I don't know if I needed it.
You probably do.
It's only $40.
I think considering that's how you're gonna get to the top, this might have been a good.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Wow.
But yeah, I like learning about the babus.
It's very interesting. This might be a thing for later on, and like it's not a now sort of a situation. You can jump off.
I learned that infants learn more between birth and the age of 3 than they will ever learn between like another 3-year time span of any other point in their life.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, when you think about how far they come between, I mean, that's fine. Just destroy the rock and then. I mean, they gotta figure out how to do all the things between 0 and 3.
Yep.
They gotta be like little people between that time.
Yep. And they don't learn things like the same way that like, older children will. Like they don't segregate their learning into separate parts. Like this part is colors and this part is like social and math and shit. They're taking in everything at the same time and all in like the same way. They do not segregate their learning.
Right. They're not really categorizing things yet, I guess is what you're saying.
Yes. That. Synonyms. Fuck. Where'd that rock come from?
I think you're going the wrong way again.
Sister.
I mean, maybe this is a bad time to bring this up, but I feel like you've been here.
Sister, I have no idea where I've been. You know this.
Go to the very left. Like, keep going left until there's a big wall that you can go up that you couldn't go up before because you didn't have this ring nonsense.
Where'd that rock come from?
Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
Rock?
No, not there. It might be down the ladder, and then it's possible. And there's a go to the left, everything.
Was there a mushroom I was smacking?
Oh, it's possible. See? Look at that!
Right.
It's almost like I got this spatial awareness thing happening. Like I can puzzle, or like dungeon, or video game.
I actually have pretty bad spatial awareness.
Anywho.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a thing. If that's like a difference between men and women.
No, men actually have vastly superior spatial awareness. Imagine if I was a woman, I would have no idea where I am right now.
So you would be your girlfriend.
Yeah, she has no awareness.
Not even spatial, just awareness in general.
Awareness in general.
Nada.
She chipped her teeth because she didn't realize that her computer bag was around her ankle when she was getting out of the car, and it's really sad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, your girlfriend kind of has a reason for that, though. You kind of got no excuse.
Yeah, no. I'm just kind of a moron.
You're just a mess.
Yeah.
For no rhyme or reason.
She has actual legitimate reasons. I'm kind of just dumbass.
Well,
I let go of it.
You sure did. And you're dying.
Well, I hope this works. Whoa! It rained really quick.
Immediately.
Just 0 to 60 in 3.5.
Alright, well, we're gonna have to watch you be an idiot next time.
What?
Because we're gonna call this a video.
Oh. Ah! These raindrops are like boulders.
So don't get hit.
Thank you.
Especially since you're dying.
I wonder if I just walk straight through the middle, if anything will hit me.
You know what? It wouldn't surprise me if the answer is no.
Oh man, look at that.
Alright. Goodbye, everybody!
Goodbye!